Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos. A surge surf factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power, until the surf turned into goo and clogged it all up, that is. The thicker the surf became with goo, the more the machinery clogged up and stopped working. Like most things from the bygone. There are sure to be more tracks around here, maybe by the shore. The hours fly by in the dark. That's the hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. The smart foe would leave now. Almost there. Now that's a flesh wound. Your key energy isn't up for that. Bilge! Wow, wow, wow. It's becoming terminal. Sharp steel. Nice shot. Super effective. Stand against that. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. You're in pain. Rain gets any worse, you could dissolve. Never thought I'd see it. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You really put a spin on it. Metal scrap. Great for making tough things. Check out that plastic scrap over there. Good hit. Carving it up. This is no time for sleep. Right where it cuts. Sharp. Key intensified. All things end. You found a bric-a-brac that's not absolutely flat. You're harmed. just nasty. Biohazards make it cute. What a blow! Wow, that's good stuff. You're feeling mighty low. Check out that e-waste. That's a good find. You will never find anything as unlive as the dead things beneath the ground here. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Couldn't just be open, eh? Just a few moves left. Make them count. We all share the same destiny, destruction or survival. Biohazard makes your skin crawl. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too.
bukan padalam kacabe.
He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick. He agrees that it's an option if you want to break stuff, but in this case you want to keep things intact, so it won't leak once you get under surf.
Velir nila chale.
He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out.
Gamuka. Invitara choshin potia dar nilam.
He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow.
Potirakum.
He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute.
Inchola fenja aleke. Non antica urvaya unara.
Wants you to think of it as a black tar spritzer. The dead zone is full of that slimy black goo. It's good for fuel, but it's also slippy stuff. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo Choo here.
Pasata konta pa.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. A perfect fit. Heads up. Nice pants. Better hold on to that. Whoa, smell that? Biohazard nearby. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Just a few moves left. Make them count. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. 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 You need to swivel the globus's bearings.
그래 맡아서 쭈쭈쭈 라고도 저다고도.
Choo Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him.
빠빠지스마.
Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way.
보도.
Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track, or look for a way to hit that switch?
빠빠지스마. 다.
You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path.
빠이 다. 뭐이 깐똥 빠사바다 쭈쭈쭈.
Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them, and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be.
거의 빠이 거야봐.
Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you switch tracks or keep chugging along the one you're on?
가봐봐. 거의.
Likes your sureness, the way you keep at it like a chug-chug with no way to reverse.
가봐봐. 말람.
Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again.
바라말로.
Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around.
말람.
But let's not get derailed.
말라. 보레 바컷. 노 가사밭.
Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station.
껌빠다.
As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo Choo.
라고도. 가도.
He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless of the situation.
가도. 껌빠다.
Thinks that's fine, but there's no path in this world that's not been already made.
가서 뭐 도시니까 봐. 바라말로. 라고도.
He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself.
주주.
This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get back on track.
가봐봐. 싹 바라말로.
Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugger-chugger out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him.
껌빠다.
Says he knew you would, like he knows the way the rails run. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. made that one dead. Close encounter. You never know how long anything's been buried underground. That's interesting. That's going to leave a mark. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Try again when you have some key energy. Slice and dice. Chop, chop. Don't trust your eyes so much. They play tricks in the dark. Let's pocket that. Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency.
こうしたば。
Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler.
もう一貫とパサパサチュチュチュ。
It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste.
かまば、そうだけど、まら、
He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open.
こやば、まら、
Seems glad you think so. You're on the right rail.
パパチスバ。
Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place.
かまさばてパタ。
Wishes you goodbye.
Poto?
You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it now.
そうだけど、
Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him.
パラマロかと、ラコト
He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place.
パラマロ
He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself.
かまさばてパタ。
Says fate is like the rails. They lead in certain ways, and you can only fight that for so long if you want to get anywhere.
パパチスバ。
Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be, and no rails needed.
かまさばてパタ。
Needs no rails, no roads, nothing but air.
コンパタ、かまさばてパタ。かまば。
The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could take you.
フォレパカ。
Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Knows you'll go great places with it and do some good.
フォレパカ。
Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
パコサ。
After spending a life on the rails, he's eager to ride the skies with you. Just let him pack his rollerboard, and he'll roll aboard.
こうしたば。パ
Choo Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave.
コサ。
Says you're welcome back.